We're back. I did not expect to do this video today, but it's been one of those days. It's been a good day. Look around. We have got 4 new arrivals. I've got a full video coming very shortly of this one, so you guys will get to see the ins and outs of that one. Got the phone call this morning about this one that I did not think would ever come. This was part of a great customer, collector, hoarder of lots of things, and a good friend of ours. And if you guys know whose truck that is, you also know that he was also the owner of the 70 that we bought and sold the other day. And no, he's not running on hard times. He's doing better than ever. He's just actually relocating some things from here to another location. And the move of the vehicles and some of his high-end stuff is easier said than done. So this truck right here, when we built it, he said, this could be my driver, JW. And it was bone stock, original dog dish hubcap type truck. But it is a V3500 Sierra Classic 1987. Factory 1 ton, factory big block. Pretty cool freaking truck. In fact, let me double check the year real quick, because I don't want to say wrong. 87. Gotta get the little double close. The Cheyenne Super 10 Stepside that you guys saw and went crazy about at the truck show is officially here, is officially ours, and is officially for sale. It needs to be washed. It got a little wet on the ride home. You see a couple little water spots on the bumpers. The chrome on this truck is perfect. The paint is in excellent shape. It's on 35 Super Swamper Boggers on Holy Grail 16 wide Davis off-road wheels. This truck very recently came out of the shop. And if you guys know this customer, Tracy Burgess, a great customer of ours, number 23 or 24 on his list of trucks he's bought from us. He does not keep them long. He showed this truck a little bit earlier in the summer and then the show this past weekend, and he is already on to his next project. So this truck is now ours. Daniel and Brian did double Fox shocks with a reservoir just to be completely different and custom. That turned out really good. The truck already had crossover steering, so we did not have to do that. They did a fresh 8-inch lift kit underneath of it. And when I say this truck doesn't have 100 to 200 miles, it's still got the nubs on the tires. One of the first sets of the Holy Grails, and the only set currently because we don't have any others. They are sold out at this moment. He kept the truck in the garage and he kept it clean. It's a very mild, if not stock, 350 under the hood. 4-speed trans, gun rack in the back, even got a cup holder in the, cup holder in the ashtray. Again, full video about this one in just a second. This one is gonna blow your socks off. This is also an 87 V30 factory 1 ton, sold. Not available, guys, but I want you to see it. I'll do an exit video before it leaves. It spent the last 2 or 3 days in the shop getting its little nook and cranny things done. It had a kind of a punch list of little things to do, bulbs and lights and wiring and AC, little things. But it is a big block, air conditioned. Customers adding steps, steering, track bar, possibly Davis off-road wheels, and a few other touches. But what a freaking beautiful truck, and I could not resist at least letting you guys see it. Bed cover on the back, dual exhaust, but another V30 1 ton. So a V30 and a V3500 sitting in the same parking lot at the same time. Pretty crazy. Now, what does the V mean for educational purposes? That's a K. I guess that's still a K too. That's an OBS. We'll talk about that too. That's a V over there. That's an 87 also. So 86 and older were Ks. GM in 87 switched to a V because they knew they were switching their body styles. So a 1 ton is a 3500 or a 30. There's your examples. That meant it was Dana 60, heavier frame, heavier suspension, and a few other things. But it still would have been a V10 if it was a half ton, a V20 if it was a 3/4 ton, or a 1500 or 2500. Very confusing times, because if we advertise a V10, people just heckle about it. Matter of fact, we had one online the other day. and the thread chain was long. It doesn't have a V10. I can see 8 spark plug wires. Oh my God, people roasted everybody in the comments. But it was a V10. It was an 87 V10. Now we also know they carried the 1 ton crew cab dually, single rear wheel, 88, 89, 90, 91, and the Suburban that also were V's or R's. OBS, have not even taken the tags off of it yet. Just arrived. 5.7 Vortec motor, big, basically probably a 12-inch FTS lift. Those are 40s. Oh, for sizes, we'll run back through them real quick for that. But those are 40s on 14s. Truck has not been washed. Truck has not been cleaned. Alvin's getting 3 trucks ready to go out right now, but it will be the next one to go in. This truck still has factory floor mats in it. Now, this truck and the white GMC are filthy. They need a wash. That's really all they need. They don't even hardly need a detail. This truck's very solid. Doesn't have the typical rust above the fender wells. Doesn't have the rust under it. I looked it over thoroughly while it was on the truck being delivered. That truck's the same way. Doesn't even have the famous hood fade paint. And as far as I know, it's original paint. Yeah, I mean, look at that. It's got a little fade on the wipers. A little black paint will take care of it. But the freaking hood, you're right, AJ. That's probably original paint. Every truck we advertise in this generation, we have to say paint sucks, you know. But you can see there, big old FTS kit underneath of it. Got the upgraded ball joints and control arms. Clearing the 40s nicely. That's a big truck. Depending on how far we recondition this truck, it's going to be in the low to mid 20. So let's just call it, probably just say 25 for now to be safe, because I'm sure it's going to need something when it goes through the shop. But it will be online later, probably tomorrow. It's got to go through the shop. This truck, I don't know. I've got to call him and we've got to discuss it. It's actually part of 3 trucks that we're purchasing. Lift kit, tires, and wheels. They just did in the shop 6 months ago. So it's very fresh. That is 4 inches for you guys watching for lift sizes. 4 inches, 35s, wheel spacer in the back, and a 10-inch wheel. 35 1250s, and I think they went with 16s, so it's metric. Yep, 315, 75, 16, the same thing we just talked about on Brown Bear. 10-inch wheel, 4-inch kit, lightly trimmed up front, factory 1 ton. Filthy, because he lives on, what do you think, a mile drive? 3/4 for sure. AJ just went and drove it back. A very, very long driveway, we'll leave it at that. And yeah, it's you don't want to walk it, that's for sure. You know, yeah, I know. AJ has walked the driveway before. You don't want to do that. And one of the other trucks, because you guys are going to ask, what's the other truck? There ain't no secrets with us. The other truck's a pulling truck. It's an OBS pulling truck. I'm not going to make AJ edit the video to add it. We'll do a separate video of that truck, and we will get that truck online. So if you go to the website, you'll see that. A very affordable pulling truck. This truck's $49,995. A ton of people ask about the price. It's I don't know, not to sound like a salesman, but it's probably underpriced. I told a lot of people at the event this weekend, because they saw the 2-tone brown truck, they saw the red truck, a couple others that they knew the price of what they sold for, and they're like, dang, that's it? I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's why we brought these trucks, so you guys could see what they look like. And even though some of those trucks were $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 price range trucks, they were worth more. Like, they were nice. This is no different. I told a lot of people, I said, if I tell you something in a video that's too cheap or too good to be true, you can tell you to the bank that it is. This is one that's a great deal. But Tracy, you know, it's a hobby. He doesn't account for every penny he puts into something, you know. Look in the bed real quick. Again, we'll have a full walk around video on this one, but I am kind of excited because it's hard for us to sell a truck at 50 grand these days or anywhere near it that actually you could take to a show. Spoiler alert, he actually won an award at the show. So, Bloomsburg Jamboree, award-winning truck. Driver. Better than driver, but can be driver, and the guy's going to try to drive and enjoy that truck. I think he is up north, if I remember correct. But great guy. He's been staying in touch. That truck did not ever go online. He was just very communicatable about budget area, options, things he wanted, and what he wanted in a truck. And that one fit everything. So I said, hey, here's what we got. Here's what it can be. Here's what the add-ons would be. He said, done. And that truck, for guys that are looking for something on the affordable side, also you could dress that truck up a lot, but 25 grand for a truck like that's also a great deal. So got to cut it short here. Got a customer flying in to pick up a tow truck. Thanks, guys.